morning children. I hope you are ready with your textbook. So open your textbook, page number 4. We are going to continue with activity number 5. Okay. Now what does this activity number 5 tell us? That you have seen moong. You know what is moong and chana, right? Okay. Now moong and chana, you must have seen that your mother, what she does, she soaks it at night, fine, or she soaks it for 6 to 8 hours for some time, okay, and then she drains out the water, and then she ties it in a cloth, or she keeps it in a vessel which is of holes or something like that, okay. After 6 to 8 hours, when she opens it, can anybody tell me what do you see in those grains? What can you see? Yes? Okay, you can see some white color growths that are coming out of the seeds. Like suppose these are moong seeds, you can see the outgrowths. You must have heard your mother saying Fangavela mug, right? So what is this Fangavela mug? They are the sprouts. Sprouts means these are the roots which are coming out of the moong seeds. And then when you see the sprouts, again she sprinkles some water. And again she keeps it for 5 to 6 hours. You will be able to see more sprouts. The sprouts have become bigger. The sprouts will grow bigger like this way. So what is happening? From the seed, the root is coming out, right? From the seed, the moong dal is a kind of seed. And then from that, when you are watering it, what is happening? The root is coming out of this seed. So these are called sproutons. These sprouts can be of moong, can be of chana. Have you seen chana? You can see for peas. Okay, all these are the white color that sprouts which you can see. They are the roots. They are coming out from the seeds. Everybody must have seen at their house. Okay, so that was activity number 5. Then when you can when you see those sprouts, what happens? You can directly eat it. Just wash it. Just sprinkle some salt, lemon, and you can eat it raw. It is very, very, very proteinous food item. These sprouts are very healthy. You can also boil them. You can put some spices in it, and you can eat them. They are very healthy food item, full of proteins. Okay? Okay. Now next is, you must have seen the honey coming at your house. Okay? Now we buy the honey which comes in the bottle, Patanjali or Dabur or whatever. Fine. But actually from where this honey is coming, can anybody tell me from where this honey is coming? Honey comes from the honeybee. Okay? Honey comes from the honeybee. Now what does this honeybee do? It collects the nectar from the flowers. It collects the nectar. What is the meaning of nectar? What is nectar? It is the juice. The flower juice. It collects and then prepares the honey. Have you seen a honeycomb? What is a honeycomb? Madpuro. Have you seen a madpuro? Right? It can be small, big, it can be very large. Okay, so that honeycomb, it is full of honeybees, and these honeybees, what do? They suck the nectar or the flower juice, and then by its process, it prepares the honey, right? Okay, so that was. Can you see in figure 1.7? You can see the beehive. What is the meaning of beehive? Beehive means madpuro, the honeycomb. Okay, right? Okay, so we have studied about the roots and the honeycomb. Okay, now the next is, what do animals eat? What do animals eat? Now let us see that which animals are we talking about? Any kind of animal. domestic animals, wild animals, right? Okay. So next topic is, what do animals eat? Okay. Do you have cattle or pet that you take care of? A dog, a buffalo, a goat? You will then surely be aware of the food the animal eats. What about other animals? Now we know that dog eats chapati, or a cat eats mice, or a cow eats chapati or grass or something like that. So the animals which are staying nearby our houses or near our residence, we know. But what about other animals which we don't know? There are so many other animals that we don't even know their names. So any kind of animal, what is the food it can, what is the kind of food it takes? Have you ever observed what a squirrel or a pigeon, lizard or small insect may be eating as food? You can see squirrel may be eating the nuts, but it eats many more things. So you see in activity 6. Several animals are listed in table 1.5. For some of them, the type of food they eat is also given. Fill in the blanks for the table. Okay. Now you can see in table 1.5, the buffalo. So it eats grass, oil cake, hay, grains. Similarly, cat. So what does it eat? It eats small animals, birds, milk. Similarly, what does rat eat? Rat eats cheese or roti. Fine. So what does the rat eat? You can write as cheese, roti, etc. We just write in just a rough idea. Okay. Then what does the lion eat? Other animals, other small animals. Lion eats other small animals. Okay. Then what does the tiger eat? Again the same thing. Tiger also eats other small animals, maybe a deer, right? Like that. Then spider. What does the spider eat? It eats small insects. It eats small insects. Then house lizard. So it also eats small insects. Okay, then cow eats grass. You can write down. What does the cow eat? It eats the grass. Okay, then human beings, so they eat the food. Then butterfly. What does the butterfly eat? I am writing over here, children. Just write down. Butterfly. So it eats the nectar. Butterfly, it takes the nectar from the flowers. Then crow. What does crow eat? Small insects. Crow eats small insects and others. So others also eat different kind of food. So this is about table 1.5, which you have to write it down in your textbook. Wherever the space is given, please write down that in your textbook. Okay. Now see activity 7. Look at the table 1.5 and group the animals entered here as follows. Okay, now so you all have studied about herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals and omnivorous animals. Fine, they are also known as herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. What are herbivores? Which eats only grass or plants. Right? Herbivores are animals which eats only grass or plants. Next is carnivores. Animals which eat other animals, other small animals. Okay? like lion, tiger, they eat other small animals. And the next is omnivores. What are omnivores? Animals which eat both. Animals which eat both. Both means plants as well as other small animals. Okay, you can see here. Animals which eat only plants or plant products in group 1, so they are called herbivores. There are some animals which eat other plants which are in group 2, that are called carnivores, and some animals which eat both plants and animals. They are called omnivores. Okay, so table 1.6, herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. The table is given. So your homework is you have to just write down the names. Complete table 1.6. Okay, table 1.6, where you have to just write the names of herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Okay, understood? Fine. So with this we come to the end of the chapter. Okay, just turn the page, only few lines are there, that we need to find by which more food can be produced in our country. That will not be enough. We will need to find ways to ensure that this food is made easily available to one of us. Production of food is important, but after the production, it should reach to each and every living thing. That is more important. Okay, so we stop here. Your homework is you have to just complete table 1.6 in your textbook. Okay, just write the examples of herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Okay, so tomorrow when we start, we will write the keywords and then continue with the exercise. Okay children? Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.